This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we want to get you ready for a safe Halloween, and our guest, West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio, is here to help. Happy Friday, and thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Ken Kara, and I'm going to read you your local information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Well, Halloween is Monday, and trick-or-treaters will be out in full force. Lisa Sugart sat down with West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio for some tips to keep your little ones safe while going door to door.
Some of the things are stay in a group and a group of kids your own age. Go to houses that only have the light lit outside the house. Don't go to houses that the light's off. The people, if they don't have their light on, they're not handing out candy to the trick-or-treaters, and they don't want to be bothered that particular night. Be mindful of the times that your trick-or-treating is in your community. You know, if it ends at 9 o'clock, stop trick-or-treating at 9 o'clock and don't continue, because that's when we do get calls, is when people are out there after the hours of trick-or-treating, causing noise, going to the houses, knocking on the doors, things like that.
And I would think you were telling me maybe parental supervision or adult supervision too, that it's not just a mass of children all together with no adult.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to go out, and especially the younger children, go out with your parent and maybe not even necessarily your parent, just some type of adult supervision to watch a group of kids. So there's just not you know, a whole bunch of juveniles out there causing trouble on Halloween and ruining it for the kids that actually want to go out on Halloween.
And as for the kids who are going out trick-or-treating, you want to be sure that the motorists can see them. You said they can see the cars, but the cars can't always see the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, that's correct. Just because you can see the car and you can see the car's headlights doesn't mean that they can see you. And when it's dark out, the motorists do have a hard time seeing pedestrians walking. So have a flashlight with you. Maybe if you had a flashlight with one of the orange cones on it so that the motorists can see you. We don't want anybody getting hit. We don't want to ruin anybody's Halloween night.
They're all wearing dark clothing a lot of the time, so that's even more difficult to see, especially if they're like a vampire or a witch.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of them are dark. We recommend sometimes even if they want to wear some type of reflective clothing or some reflective bands on their arms or something along that so the cars can see you.
All righty. And then when they do get their candy and they come home for the evening, should we check that candy?
Absolutely. You know, definitely have an adult check the candy. Only eat candy that's in prepackaged packaging. Don't eat candy that's loose. And like I said, have an adult look over that candy and make sure that the candy is safe and there's nothing wrong with it.
Thanks, Lisa. Now you're looking at a list of some of the communities that will celebrate Halloween on Monday and their scheduled times for trick-or-treating. Taking a look, Shenandoah, Tamaqua, Weatherly, West Hazleton, West Monoy Township, and Monoy Township and Ringtown up now. Have a happy and safe Halloween. Of course, we'll have FYI on Monday as well. In other news, the Giving Shelter campaign continues. It's sponsored by SSPTV, our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, Catholic Social Services, and the United Way of Greater Hazleton, and benefits the Divine Providence Homeless Shelter in Hazleton. Donations of new items, socks, underwear, blankets, pillows, scarves, hats, gloves, paper and plastic products, and more can be dropped off at our studios, the newspaper, the United Way, Catholic Social Services in Hazleton, and at the Laurel Mall now through November 21st. One college in our area will open its doors tomorrow to potential students. Once again, let's go to Lisa.
Tomorrow is Penn State Day at the Penn State Hazleton campus. It's an open house and so much more. And here to tell us all the details are two of the people involved with organizing this very special event. To my left is Alan Kaler. He is the new Director of Admissions and Financial Aid at Penn State Hazleton. And to my right is Sarah Evancho, who is the Student Aid Coordinator. Thank you both for being here today. Alan, I'm going to start with you. I guess, first of all, what is Penn State Day tomorrow at the campus?
Sure, absolutely, and thanks for having us. It's our largest event that we have on campus throughout the year. So it's a chance for prospective students and their families to see what Penn State's all about, a chance to meet with current students, faculty, coaches, things like that, and really kind of get a feel with what Penn State Hazleton is.
And we must stress, too, I asked you, did they have to register in advance to go to this? And you said?
No, not at all. They can register on the spot. We'd prefer if they can call in today, that would be great. But if not, they can register on the spot at 9:30 in the morning.
Now, who should be coming to this? Who are the people that are eligible to come?
So you're looking at all prospective students, and that includes high school students, transfer students. If you're at another institution right now, that's fine. as well as adults and veterans too. So anyone is welcome to come out and check us out.
All right. And an important part of this as well is financial aid, because that is one question that I know all parents and students are concerned about. So Sarah, that's where you come into play with this. So what will you be helping them do at this?
I will have a breakout session where I'm going to be going over financial aid and the timeline and the steps that they need to do in order to make sure that their financial aid is in place for next year.
And also a big change with FAFSA this year. That's the form that everybody has to fill out to go to college.
Right. This year, the federal government has decided to make the FAFSA available October 1st instead of January 1st. So it's giving students and their families a lot more time to get that FAFSA completed. So it's not such a time crunch.
Is that one of the biggest things you see that people come in asking about? How do you fill this out?
Yes, it's a big question that we get. How am I going to afford this? What options are available? So the breakout session, and we are also having a financial aid night next week. They're both good opportunities for students and their families to come in, meet with us one-on-one, and we can go over everything, answer any questions that they have about filling out financial aid.
Okay, so the financial aid night then. Tomorrow is Penn State Day. The financial aid night is?
Tuesday, November 1st. And that will also be a chance, if you haven't applied yet, you can come on in, fill out the application, and we'll waive the application fee that night.
Okay, and this is for not just people who want to go to Penn State Hazleton, but any campus of Penn State.
That's correct. There's one application for the entire university, so they can come in. If Hazleton's their first choice, that's great. If University Park is their first choice, that's fine too.
Okay, so the financial aid night is taking place where and what time?
It's Tuesday, November 1st at 5 o'clock in the Graham Building.
All right. So everybody who is interested in being a Penn State student, you are the person that should be there both tomorrow for the open house to come out and check out the beautiful campus and to meet with these people. And if you don't have the opportunity to do this, they can still call and talk to both of you at any time, right?
That's correct. They can give us a call anytime, 570-450-3142.
All right, there you have it. Tomorrow, you don't need to register in advance. Just show up tomorrow for Penn State Day. Don't forget financial aid night happening on November 1st. And if you can't make either of these events, please give these two professionals a call, because they will make sure to take care of you, so that you can say, we are Penn State.
That's my alma mater, Penn State Hazleton proud. Well, coming up next, another fun trip to the Hazleton Animal Shelter, and the animals this week are a lot of fun. The dog has a lot of energy. In sports, it's our last Football Friday feature of the year, and it's on Marion's quarterback, Ethan Kuczynski.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I'm pleased to welcome back Leanne Falabelle. She is the Vice President of Marketing for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, here to tell us about a brand new exciting mixer that is being hosted and sponsored by the Chamber in cooperation with a couple other organizations. So Leanne, fill us in.
That's right. On Wednesday, November 2nd, we're going to be having a mixer. FNCB Bank right in downtown Hazleton is hosting it. And we're doing this mixer in cooperation with the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, as well as the Hispanic Business Association. So we're very excited for this collaboration. And what we're going to be doing at this event is we're going to be recognizing all the new businesses in the downtown area who have come to downtown within the last year.
And I'm sure that's been quite a number.
It is. And Krista Schneider, she's, as we all know, does a fantastic job with the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. So it's great to see this update. She's going to provide all the information, and we're excited to welcome these new businesses.
And it's nice to see the Chamber and the Hispanic Business Association getting together, all being on the same page, working together for the betterment of the downtown.
Exactly, and that's really what it's all about, to support the businesses in our area, support the downtown, the hub of Greater Hazleton, and we're excited about the collaboration. We always work closely with the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, and we're excited about the Hispanic Business Association being part of it as well.
All right, so this is taking place on Wednesday, November 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m., as Leanne said, at FNCB Bank on Broad Street in downtown Hazleton, so they can just go online or call to register.
Yes, they can simply go to our website, hazletonchamber.org, go to our calendar of events, click on November 2nd, and they can register. This event is free for our chamber members, and or they can just call our office at 570-455-1509.
All righty, if you're interested in attending this first of its kind mixer, please make your reservation today.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Here's an FYI, don't look directly at the sun, even if it's for a weather shot. I don't know, I may have just dropped the camera 30 seconds into this. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 38 degrees. Wind will become calm after midnight. Not too much wind tonight, though. Saturday, mostly sunny, high near 62. It's a nice day. Saturday night, 20% chance of showers, mostly cloudy. Our lows in the low 50s. Sunday, we do have a 50% chance of showers with a high of 59 degrees. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low of 37. On Monday, it will be a sunny day, high of 52. Monday night, our low is 40 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tuesday is partly sunny, high in the mid 50s. And then Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low of 47 degrees. And here's your midday winning lottery numbers before we get to Adopt Me. Pick 2, 1, 5, pick 3, 1, 4, 4, pick 4, 2, 6, 1, 9, pick 5, 6, 0, 4, 5, 8. The dog is so cool this week. I think his name's Zulu. Let's check it out now.
Hello again, here I have with me Zulu. Zulu is a young adult German Shepherd mix who's recently been neutered, tested for heartworm and Lyme disease, and given all of his shots. Zulu here came up negative for heartworm, but positive for Lyme disease. Like all of our Lyme positive dogs, we are medicating him, and he seems to be doing very well, not displaying any symptoms of Lyme. Zulu is very energetic and friendly and loves people. We highly recommend an experienced dog owner and somebody who has enough land for him to run around on. Somebody active who enjoys long walks would also be great for Zulu here. We're not sure what he's like with other dogs, so as always, we recommend doing a meet and greet before you take him home. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Sydney. Sydney's an adult cat who is already spayed and actually declawed. She's the only declawed cat we currently have at the shelter. She's also, like all of the others, been tested for feline leukemia and FIV, and of course has come up negative for both. She's also current on all of her shots, including her rabies and feline distemper. As you can see, Sydney is extremely affectionate and actually very lazy. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody's interested in adopting Zulu, Sydney, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
The Marian Catholic football program has a very rich history filled with great players and championship teams. What does it take to become one of the best quarterbacks in school history? Let's find out in our final football feature of the year on the Colts' Ethan Kaczynski. Marian was chasing an Eastern Conference championship in 2013 when they turned to a freshman quarterback named Ethan Kaczynski.
Our coaches began to tell me, Coach, you notice that every time we called a play his freshman year, he was right next to the huddle listening to see what went on. So he prepared himself, and when the opportunity came in the playoffs, we felt we had to make a shift. We were kind of struggling a little bit. He came in and threw for like 600 yards and 4 touchdowns and 2 playoff games, and because he had mentally prepared himself for that. Physically, obviously, he wasn't quite as big as he is now, but threw the ball well, quick release, good reads, but I'd say his mental preparation early on especially was critical.
In 2014, Kaczynski and the Colts made it to the District 11 Single-A title game where they lost to Pius X, and then last season they won the district title by beating Tri-Valley.
We measure our quarterbacks by championships. He's already taken us to 2 championships, 1 district runner-up. He's going to have us in playoffs again this year, so he's, I think, 3rd all-time now on the passing list. He actually passed my son last week, so I know that I run more, I guess, but that's no, he deserves every bit of it. Deserves every bit.
Marian head coach Stan DeCoste, who's been with the Colts for over 30 years and over 300 wins, says Kaczynski is one of the best quarterbacks ever to play for his program. He says the game has slowed down for a senior quarterback who's put in a ton of work to get to where he's at today. How's your passing come along since that first year? How did you improve, and what kind of helped you improve?
Definitely the coaches helped me improve. Back in freshman year, I had more of a longer release. We worked on that all the summer going into my sophomore year, and we've just been working really hard ever since. It's really paid off.
I've had a college coach tell me that they couldn't believe the improvement he's made from last year to this year. And there's no accident. There were at least 2 or 3 occasions this summer I came up on a Friday night or a Sunday morning, and Ethan's out there on the net by himself, nobody around, throwing the ball into the net for probably an hour, 45 minutes. Didn't know I was going to be there, and probably he's been there numerous other times. So that performance doesn't happen by mistake. He's put the time and an effort in to become a great quarterback.
Coach said he saw you like preseason or whatever, just like throwing the ball like out there all by yourself. True story? You were out there?
True story. I do it pretty much every week. I was doing it yesterday for like an hour after practice, just like to get extra reps in.
DeCoste says the year the Colts won the state championship in 1990, they threw the ball 25 times all season, and now they'll pass 18 or 19 times a game. Kaczynski will do whatever it takes for the Colts to win. For the first time this year, he's starting on defense, and he's become the Colts' premier cornerback. While he does like running the ball on offense, he sure loves those 18 or 19 passing attempts that come his way on Friday nights. What's your favorite play when they're calling a play? I mean, is there a play you like to go to and you kind of smile and you're like, all right, yeah, here we go?
Yeah, probably any sort of deep pattern that we have. I know the back of my head that I really want to hit this, really want to get a touchdown on it, so I really look forward to that kind of stuff.
Kaczynski seems sad when talking about his upcoming final game at Men of Marion Stadium, but he'll probably be back out there at some point this school year when no one is around, fine-tuning his skills and working on having success at the next level in college. Kaczynski lives just outside of Tamaqua, and he knows a lot of the kids who play for the Blue Raiders, and guess what? He'll get to see them tonight. It's rivalry week, and Marion hosts Tamaqua. The Colts already know they'll get Tri-Valley in the first round of the District 11 Single-A playoffs, but they are not overlooking the Blue Raiders. Pottsville sits alone atop the Schuylkill League Division I standings at 4-0. North Schuylkill is 3-1 and would love to knock them off on senior night in Fountain Springs. Monoy area travels to rival Shenandoah Valley, and Hazelton area, they close out the regular season at home against Crestwood, looking to build a 3-game winning streak. The Marion girls volleyball team is going to the District 11 Single-A championship game again. Here's our Friday FYI standard speaker scoreboard. Jasmine Mooney continues to kill it this season. She had 22 kills in Marion's win over Monoy area. They will now face rival Nativity for the title Tuesday at 7 p.m. at Marks Hall. Hazelton area lost to Lake Lehman. Cindy Gutierrez had 12 service points for the Big HA. Ron Marchetti is here to take us home and finish up the sportscast. Here's some short shots.
The World Series is tied at 1 game apiece, and I'm sticking with my prediction I made on Monday night. Cubs in 5. Hi, everybody. That's right. They're not going back to Cleveland. That means the Cubs will become world champs by Halloween. So let me be the first to offer my premature condolences to the only true Cleveland Indian fans that are still alive in our viewing area that I know. Frankie Greco, Jim Dino, Bill Crooks, Joe Mooney, and Earl the Pearl Huntsinger. And I'm sure I missed one or two, but be glad. Come on, how upset will they be losing to Hazelton's own Joe Madden and the Cubbies? The Indians had a tremendous season, and if I'm wrong, which is always possible, I will give one of those 5 names I just mentioned, or the 1 or 2 I didn't, the opportunity to throw a pie in my face on the air, right here, next Friday. That's the deal. I won't renege, but then I won't have to. Hi, the last 2 days, many people are hollering, no heat. I'm freezing. My reply, how cold could it be? They're still playing baseball. Realistically, baseball season should have ended 3 weeks ago. It makes no sense playing baseball with hoodies, ski masks, scarves, and gloves. Mother of God, it's totally ridiculous. In fact, the last regular season high school football game is tonight. The 2-7 Cougars will host the 3-6 Crestwood Comets, who lost to Valley West last Friday, 47-0. And speaking of last Friday, Hazelton made it 2 in a row with a 41-23 win over 1-8 Dallas. Adrian Otero of the Cougars set a record by scoring 5 touchdowns, 2 on-pass receptions from quarterback Sparky Wilk, 2 rushing, and 1 fumble recovery return. The biggest shock last week was Marion's loss to Minersville, 13-7 in the rain. The Colts were 5-4. Other scores of local interest: Berwick laminated Lake Lehman, 62-14. Delaware Valley walloped Wallenpaupack, 54-7. Williamsport winterized Wyoming area, 62-21. And undefeated and mighty Schuylkill Haven scored 49 points in the first half en route to a 69-0 cakewalk over winless Shenandoah Valley. The 9-0 Hurricanes scored the most points in the state last weekend. What else? The Cubs clinched the National League pennant for the first time in 71 years and then won their first World Series game in 71 years, the night after Cleveland won their first World Series game in 19 years. Penn State upset number 2 Ohio State 24-21, outscoring the Buckeyes 17-0 in the final quarter after trailing 21-7. The biggest win in Happy Valley in over 10 years. Also a big win in Philadelphia. The Eagles handed the Vikings their first loss of the season, 21-10. Back to local. Marion's Tina Caparell, a junior, won her third straight Class A gold at the District 11 Cross Country Championship in Bethlehem. Her younger sister, Nikki, was third. Congratulations, girls, and happy birthday to my grandson, Callum Mahalik. Till Monday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Celebrate your Friday at Bottlenecks with $4 shareable appetizers from 6 to 8 p.m. Plus, there's some great live music every other Friday featuring Dom and Mr. Sax.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday. He celebrates on Sunday to Uncle TJ. Love from Nina and Vera. In our Talk of the Town report, Hazleton Area High School will be hosting a free financial aid workshop Saturday, October 29th at 9:30 a.m. in the school's library. District high school students and parents are encouraged to attend this information session to get a better understanding of the student aid process and how to best begin planning to fund their higher education. For info, just call 570-459-3221. Our next announcement, Survivors After Suicide Law Support Group holds their meetings the second and fourth Tuesday of each month from 6 to 7:30, and the meetings are held at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton. For more information, please call 570-455-1521. And finally, Lehigh Valley Hospital Schuylkill will be hosting a free Veterans Day breakfast Saturday, November 12th from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. in the Wall Auditorium at the East Norwegian Street campus in Pottsville. The breakfast is for Schuylkill County veterans and for those currently serving in the military. For info, just call 570-621-5141. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Marjorie Sarah Llewellyn of Fairless Hills. Funeral is Monday at 10 a.m. at the First United Methodist Church. Friends may call Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the James J. Doherty Funeral Home and Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. Louis J. Mattioli Jr. of Sugarloaf. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. in the St. John Bosco Church. Friends may call Saturday from 8:30 to 10 a.m. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Sheila Pam Carey of Hazleton. Funeral is Sunday at 11 a.m. from the Furo Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 10 to 11 a.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Gaynell Mack of Lost Creek. Gaynell, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Could it happen this weekend? Could Joe Madden and the Cubs win the World Series? Ron Marchetti thinks so. Let's hope that he's right. Everyone have fun. Be safe. We'll see you back here on Monday. Take it easy.